Take it easy out there. Get those low beam and lights on. It is time for News Extra, and brought to you today by First State Bank. Here is Kevin Mooney.
Thank you, Dennis, and good morning, everyone. Billy Estes from the Midwest Theater is here today, and we appreciate him being in here, especially since he had to travel all the way from Bayard in that fog. And
it's really foggy out there. Slow
it down, man. Because even coming from Gehring, I had to slow it down quite a bit this morning in that fog. So we're going to talk about a couple of things. You want to talk about community theater first of all, and that's coming up on Thursday night.
Yeah, community cinema is coming up this week for October. We have a film called Goes Janesville. The film takes place in Janesville, Wisconsin, and in 2008, GM Motors closed their plant there. It's a town of roughly 60,000 people, and they lost about 11,000 plus jobs with that one job closure. So the film just kind of chronicles, the city, I guess, fathers, you might say, or, the leaders of the city and the banking industry kind of come together and form a Ambassadors of Optimist kind of club, kind of a Janesville 5.0 committee, and decided that they weren't going to let the government fix their problems, that the community was going to do it themselves. And just a really good story about how a community kind of came together. There's lots of political issues within the film that it addresses. They touch on the impeachment, or rather recall of Governor Scott Walker of Wisconsin as well. And at the end of the day, they kind of get all their ducks in a row, and they get a company, bid out, and got a company coming back to town. And I think watching the film made me really thankful for the community that we live in last night when I screened it.
As everybody screams, we need more industry, and we do.
Yes,
and we do. But we're a lot more stable in some towns, especially towns that have all their eggs in one basket.
In one basket,
more or less.
And we have beans, corn, and beets. We have a few more baskets than just one. But
yeah, we do, and we have other things. The hospital provides a lot of jobs, and of course, Nation Star Mortgage, and so there's other companies that help us out.
We've definitely dealt with some job layoffs over the last 10 years that I've been here. With Sykes and then Aurora and whatnot. But Rhonda from TDC will be on hand tomorrow, or Thursday night rather, as well as Colin Croft to kind of facilitate a discussion. And I think it just gives us a chance to talk openly as a community, about where we stand and what people's inputs or thoughts are on what's going on. And that's really what community cinema is about, is just sparking the discussion.
Yeah, and so I would think this definitely should do that.
Yeah.
And so it should be a good movie to go see. It's Thursday night, starts at 7:30, absolutely free.
Yep, come down, and the movie runs 58 minutes. It's been an edited version, and then we'll have a little talk. We try to keep them to about an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes, so get you home by 9:15, 9:30 at the latest, and still home time for the news, and off to bed you go.
Okay, all right, very good. And then, of course, the big thing coming up, November 1st, it's the second part of your Theater West Repertory, the whole...
Midwest Theater Performing Arts, maybe?
Performing Arts, yeah, there we go. I'm trying to get it all done. Midwest Theater Performing Arts, and the Repertory Dance may have got me going in that direction. Yeah. But anyway, you're going to have the Utah Repertory Dance folks here on November 1st.
Yes, next Thursday. They'll actually be in town for a few days, but next Thursday, November 1st, a Repertory Dance company from Salt Lake City will be in town doing their Time Capsule, A Century of Dance. It is narrated by the artistic director of the company, Linda Smith, and it's going to go over about approximately 100 years of the post-American modern dance movement. Addressing and presenting the different choreography styles of about 12 different choreographers that were choreographing dance in that time frame, such as Isabel Duncan and Mercy Cunningham. I think this is a really great way if you're not familiar with dance. I will definitely say that I'm not. Living in Nebraska and living in Scottsbluff, it's not something that we have the opportunity to see very often. It's a really great primer on an overview of what and how American modern dance has changed, and what where it kind of came from. So, if you're not sure about it or haven't experienced it, I think this is a great way to have a trial run and see what you think. And we've never done Dance of the Midwest before, so it's a new project for us as well. So I'm excited about having it in Scottsbluff.
All right. How did you decide you wanted to have these folks here? Did you see them? Did somebody tell you about them? What was it?
This is a collaborative project with us with the Lead Center out of Lincoln. We usually work with 1 or 2 artists a season with the Lead Center, and they kind of go out and do the research, and they're the big presenter here in the state, and we've always got quality programming from them. This has been in the works for about 2 years. Petra and I have been working on this, so without the Lead Center it would be impossible for us to even remotely begin to afford to present this. There's a lot of pieces that fall in with dance to make it happen. We're going to be laying a special floor on our stage to be able to do dance, and just lots of bits and pieces that go in to make it happen. And it should be a great show. And one of my favorite things that is happening next week that's going to be happening is a creative movement workshops in the schools. So we're going to be taking the dance company out into the schools the 2 days before the show, and letting the kids, teaching the kids on how to express their feelings with movement in their body, and so I think that's going to be. I'm excited about that myself. So I think I'm a big kid at heart.
Cool. That'll be cool. And of course, they're going to be joined by dancers from the Tabor Dance Academy here in Scottsbluff as well.
There's 4 young girls: Emily, Courtney, Jessie, and I just forgot the other one, and Tiffany, that went to Lincoln in August and spent a week with the dance company in an intensive week training. And those young ladies will be joining them for a couple of numbers in the second half of the show. And what I've heard from the girls, the students that I've talked with personally, that they really enjoyed it, and it was a different experience in dance that they had not had a chance to learn yet.
All right. So if folks want tickets for this,
they can get them in advance. MidwestTheater.com. They can give us a ring, 632-4311, or stop by and see us. Main floor tickets, remember, are $15. Non-members $18. General admission in the balcony is $16, and we have a family pack for $40. So 2 adults and 2 kids.
All right.
It's a great deal. A good way to introduce your kids to a different part of the arts and experience them.
That's right. So get those tickets. You might call this week before everything gets kind of
we're
sold out in the areas where you want to sit and so
a
forth.
few tickets in the front row and a few tickets in the back few rows. So we're about 300 tickets into the show. So still good seats, but they're getting fewer and farther in between there. So come down and see us or give us a ring. We'll get you hooked up with some tickets.
All right. I'm looking forward to being there next Thursday and watching it. And I suppose if folks wanted to, they could get tickets to the rest of the events.
Yep, get
for
tickets.
The performing arts. I know I have tickets to the whole 9 yards, and I think that's the best way to go. But if you want to have tickets to the rest of the stuff, you should purchase.
Tonic Sulfus creeping up on us real quickly. It's going to be here before we know it, Wednesday, November 28th. I can tell you that there's only about 45 tickets left on the main floor. The balcony's pretty wide open.
Yeah, so you better get going on that.
The Tonic Sofa, November 28th. Barefoot will be here on February 14th, the Bluegrass Americana group, and then April 24th, Tracy Silverman. So all of those shows are on sale now.
All right. Give them a call. We appreciate you coming in.
No problem.
Billy.
And then the weekend after Time Capsule, November 2nd through the 4th, we have a French film called The Untouchables. So let's keep your radar looking out for that. The Untouchables.
Okay, I will.
It's about 2 unlikely friends, becoming friends, and disabled, rather wealthy person, and a off the streets kind of thug-like character that becomes his caretaker. And it's a very heartwarming story, getting great reviews. It's based on a book. I forget the name of it this morning, but put that on your calendars to come see.
All right. Good deal. We'll do. All right. Thanks much.
Thanks a bunch.